The sun dipped low, painting the sky in shades of gold and crimson. Two sisters, Amara and Sila, walked slowly along the path they had traveled countless times in memory, but would never walk again on earth. Their hands trembled, not from the cold, but from the weight of the life they were leaving behind. Every joy and sorrow, every tear and prayer replayed in their minds. "Sila, are you ready?" I think so. But it's hard to leave everything. Everything we've known." Their hearts ached with the memories of loss, pain, and the moments they had carried alone. Yet, even in their trembling, they felt a quiet hope whispering in their souls. As they walked, the sisters remembered the years of struggle, sickness, fear, rejection, and the quiet prayers they had offered in the darkness of night. They had thought their sacrifices were unseen, their tears unnoticed. All those nights I cried. I thought no one heard me. I prayed, Amara. I prayed even when I felt invisible. And now, I think I understand. In their hearts, the first glimmers of light appeared, a light that was soft at first, like dawn breaking over a cold night. It guided them forward, along a path they could not see fully, but one they felt with certainty. Finally, they arrived at a place bathed in light so pure it made their eyes water. Towering before them were golden gates, intricate and shining, impossibly vast, yet inviting. Is this really heaven? The sisters stood frozen. In that eternal glow, every memory of sorrow and every tear surfaced. They remembered the moments that had defined their lives, the loss of loved ones, the nights of sleepless worry, the prayers that seemed unanswered. Everything we suffer, it all comes back here. But it doesn't feel like punishment. It feels important. And then, a soft voice, neither frightening nor overwhelming, spoke through the night. "Every tear you have shed, every pain you have endured, every prayer offered in secret, I have seen. None of it was forgotten." The sisters trembled, not from fear, but from the heaviness of the most painful moments of their lives, the betrayals, the grief, the sleepless nights of fear and loss. They had carried so much, believing that their suffering was invisible. All these years, we thought we were alone. But we weren't. It was all seen. The light seemed to reach into them, touching every wound, every scar. And though they still felt the weight of the past, a profound sense of peace began to settle in their hearts. The voice spoke again, this time carrying a warmth that seemed to wrap around their very souls. "I will wipe every tear from your eyes. There will be no more death or mourning or crying or pain, for the old order of things has passed away." Amara and Sila felt the verse come alive within them. It was not just words, it was a promise, a touch, a balm for every wound. Tears they had carried for decades flowed freely, but now they were tears of release, not sorrow. Every tear, he remembers, every single one, and every moment of suffering has meaning. In that light, the sisters felt their burdens lift. The memories that had once weighed them down now seemed to shine like gems forged under pressure. The gates opened slowly, revealing vast fields of radiant light, rivers that shimmered like crystal, and trees that seemed to hum with life. The sisters stepped forward together, hand in hand. "I've never felt anything like this. It's more than peace. It's joy, even for what we've lost." Every step they took was a step into freedom, the freedom of pain left behind, of grief transformed into understanding, of hope realized. As they wandered through the eternal night, they saw others who had suffered, others who had prayed in silence. Each tear, each prayer, each sacrifice had been counted. Heaven was full of stories like their stories of perseverance, of faith, of hope in the face of pain. So many, we are not alone in our suffering, and now every hardship feels like it prepared us for this moment. The sisters realized that their lives, though full of sorrow at times, had been acts of faith, and it was that faith that had opened the gates before them. In the end, Amara and Sila understood that the heaviest burdens carried on earth were not meaningless. They were the keys to the eternal light, and at the gates of heaven, every tear was seen, every prayer answered, and every heart healed. Revelation 21:4 reminds us that in God's presence, suffering ends, pain ceases, and every tear is wiped away. The sisters learned that sometimes the heaviest crosses we bear are the ones that lead to the greatest glory. And so, hand in hand, with hearts finally at peace, they stepped forward into eternity, where sorrow was gone, joy everlasting, and love infinite.